All right, so I was watching this interview with Tim Dillon, a comedian. He's got this new Netflix special coming out, but he was doing an interview with CNN, and they're talking about something really interesting. Tim Dillon is kind of brilliant. I kind of really like him, and I know um, mainstream media tries to associate him, or they're trying to create this like podcast cult thing, which isn't like totally wrong. A lot of people are getting their information from these long form like interview type podcasts. um, but it's funny because it seems like the counter to that is like CNN, where they give you a 5 minute interview. Like they tell you what they want you to know. So like, okay, the interviewer, this lady, CNN lady, talking to Tim Dillon, she says that she thinks the discourse around foreign policy, I still don't know how to like address this without getting like shadow banned, but okay, foreign policy, you know, what's not real, what is real, you know. Anyway, like she is accusing him of being part of this coalition of podcasters that are trying to cause a debate. And she mentions something super interesting. She says that I talk to a lot of regular people, or people that aren't part of this establishment or whatever, and they don't think too much about foreign policy. They're not worried too much about like she was interviewing someone about this whole issue, and he had no idea what she was talking about. But that's interesting coming from someone from CNN, because it's what they want you to know. It's what they want you to be talking about, and they become uncomfortable if people are talking about bigger things. Okay, the other thing is, yeah, most people don't care about that, because if you're smart, you're okay. Like there's this whole thing about like Trump's a fascist and he deports people that like think differently than him, or like disagree with him, or he's trying to be an authoritarian, so like what he says goes, and they're right. That's all true. But what we don't talk about is the fascism in our everyday lives. If you're a working person, if you have a job, if you have to show up for work at 6:30 in the morning, you are subjected to fascism. Okay, this is what you spend your life doing from 9 to 5. And then from 5 to 9, CNN wants you. They want your soul. They want you to listen to what their story is, okay? That's the rest of the time. So if they're funding something in the Middle East that they don't want you to know about, of course they don't want you to talk about it. And how invested in this? If you're at work all day being subjected to your own personal fascism, which is not freedom, like you got to do that. You got to pay your bills. And yeah, you don't have to go to work, but you have the freedom to starve. Like, that's fine. If you want to starve, that's okay. But if you want food, you better go work at the grocery store. You better serve tables. You better go to your miserable existence and keep this world running for the people who actually have money, who actually are free. Yeah, very interesting, CNN lady. It's funny, like, dude, white women, I tell you. Nothing against white women. I think y'all are beautiful. But, I mean, who runs Twitter? Like, okay, like, who made up this Latinx thing? Latinx? My grandma's a Latinx, and if you call her Latinx, Latinx, could be like, Grandma, this doesn't have gender. Like, that way you could be included too. So it includes men and women. She'll be like, what? Because you know who made that up? White women on Twitter. White women on Twitter. They're not even Latinx. They're not even Latinx. Try to use more inclusive language. Who invented, like, I don't know. I feel like all of this stuff is like getting invented by white women on Twitter. Okay, bye.